Now see, your screen is my screen is visible now. And guys, one important thing I will let you know. Just a minute. One important thing is what? Suppose if you're making any file and you are working, you have to save your file time by time, because suppose if you don't save your file and suppose electricity gone or anything gone, you cannot found the data into your file again. So making your file save after her every notification. Like in desktop I have, okay, so every time you have to save your file every working. Suppose after 5 minutes you can save your file, so your data will be saved every time. And now this is the transform query. Just go to this transform data again. Now only first file is available, only dim customer file. Now we have many files. So for many files, guys, right click on this. First you have to make the one group. Like here, I want to create as data model. Data model, and this file will be available into this group only. Okay. And second thing, go to this new source again. File you can select, and this time suppose date file. Just open. Same way you have to follow your every step which we follow in the customer. Like select only those columns which you need, because sometimes you have multiple columns into your data. Suppose if you connect your file with the server, you have multiple columns in your data, and you have to remember that in which column you have to need for your data, because a large column will increase your file size. Suppose date key, full date key, go to this choose column and select choose column, and here you can select. Suppose English date, Spanish, French, day number is okay, day number of year, week number, English month, Spanish, French, okay, calendar year, calendar semester is I think it is this one is okay, fiscal quarter year and fiscal semester, this one we don't need. So this is total column we need, and just click on this okay. So now how to remove? Suppose if you click on this okay, every step is recorded into Power BI. Like here, suppose if you click on this first step, this is the source in which where you have a file. Okay, this is where you have a file, column 19 and coding this. This is Power BI automatically return the coding. Second, promoted header. Power BI automatically promote the header. It's a date key. Then change type. Power BI automatically change the type as per their need. Suppose if the change type of this column has uh, whole number, it will automatically read. But guys, you have to check. Sometimes Power BI is not checking the correct one. Okay, so you have to remember. You have to check every data type. Like this one is date. Uh, this one is date. And suppose if I click on this date and I go here as date, date and time, date. Okay, so this is called as one alternative key. This is Jan. Okay, and calendar year. See, suppose if you want month and year into same column, month and year into same column. So how to do? Just go to this is the English month name. Okay, this is the English month name. So you have to use, go to this add column, column from example, from selection you can select insert. Okay, and here you can just write as Jan, then just click on enter. Sometime it is not working, see second, so then you can write it again Jan, and now see it is working. Okay, so see, only the last first three name of the column is first three name of the month is there. For map it is not, it is acceptable, why it is not, we just check. Okay, no worry. So there is a one more option. If I click on this remove, select this, the month name, this one. Okay, and here you have an option of extract. Here you have an option of extract, and here you have an option of first character. So how many first character you want? Go to this add column. Here you have a add, and then you can click on this first character, insert. So when you click here, the count three, because I need only three column, three number. Then just enter and see the first character will give you the answer of every month wise. April, August, December, like this way. Okay, and then suppose if you want month and this one, you can just change the column name as well as short month. And guys, why we need, because suppose if you're making any visualization, the January, February, March, this is very longest month. If you're using Jan, Feb, March, this is okay. Okay, so this is the short month. And suppose if you need to concatenate short month, okay, and suppose if you need to calculate a short month and fiscal year is connected together, like month and year. If you need column as month and year, then you can again go to this custom column, insert one other column, same way. So you can use your short month. This is your short month, and space, okay, and then you can use again concatenate, and then this is your fiscal year, and just click on this OK. So added column, just click on this text value. It is not, let me just check. Jan and fiscal year is 2005. I think this one should be okay. Go to this setting, fiscal year, custom, month and year, short month, and maybe some data formatting errors. Okay, no worry. We can use this with another table format. So now this is our dim table, guys. This one is ready, like short month. Okay. So this one is, guys, complete date table with our data view. It means data available into our data. That is why our dim date table is ready. See date key, full date key. So for date key to date key, we have matched your function into fact table, and it will automatically connected with your data. Now if I click on right click, short month we have, if you click on this, April, March, all the date is okay, and click load more. So total of 12 months we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, this one is okay. So now same way, click on this home. Again, you can just concatenate your next table with this dim geographical, and just click on this open. The file origin is this one, comma delimiter based on this. So this is only for your geographical file. Click on the OK. Like see, geographical key you have city, state and provenance code, and this one is the name. This one is a short name. This one is a full name. New South Wales, and this is the city, country, region code, have English name. So you can also check from here and choose column. Which column you want? Geographical, city, state, prominence, country, English, Spanish, and French. I don't need. IP address, sales territory, okay. Postal code, we don't need. Just click on this, okay. So this is your total of your like geographical coding, geographical table we need. Same way, click on this new source again. Instead of geography, now we take as product. So instead of product, you have see product alternative key. When you click on this, okay, choose column, product key, alternative key, subcategory is okay. Weight, unit, measure code, size, English product name, sub, and this French. Finished goods, we don't want color. Safety stock level, recorder points, list price. And guys, see, this one is not as in my mind that how many columns. I'm just practicing. Okay, and guys, if you need those columns, you can check this point. If you need Spanish, then you can check. I know from which visualization, from which data I want a visualization. That's why I am going to delete. Chinese, Arabic, this is not no need for me. German, Spanish, Turkish, start date, end date, status is okay. Model name, style, class, dealer price, days of manufacture, weight, I think, size and size range. Size is not, size range is okay. Like this way. And if you click on this okay, your product table is there. Same way, connect new file, product category. This one is product category. Like in this product category, you have only 4 category. Okay, just click on okay.
Harsh, in this, why you're not changing this entire row? Like only we are choosing 200 rows and not the entire data.
No, see, let me show you back. I show you in the another example. Okay,
Okay.
I will show you. Product category, English, Spanish, and French. I don't need, only 2 column I need. Okay, and just go to new. So if I select this, you are asking this one, like based on the first 200 rows. It is
Yeah.
that, yeah, it is that. Suppose if you select any table, the above 200 column is the same for all the columns. Okay, because you have a similar column data. Suppose if your file, if your this file, okay, the same column, it's from AC, AD, AC column. And suppose if your column have only 200 data, because Power BI is running into just one go, is running into just 200 rows. So you are giving uh, based on 200 rows means when your data is available for 200 rows, the below data is also available as per same base. Okay, like every column has an English product set category, column to column, space to space, French to French. That is why you have to make the reports. Na? Otherwise, suppose English, either English is after 200, English is divided into Spanish, then it is not a good way. So you have to give the example here as based on, or you can select any of the option, like based on entire data set.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. In the
You
previous
can
project,
select, you can
we choose
select
entire data.
you can select both things. Nothing is worry. You can select either 200 or you can select either entire. Both is
Okay.
okay. But
But
do
the question is, if we select only 200 rows,
Mhm.
then show us the partial data, because after 200 rows, it will not show us.
Right, right. See, if you click on this based on a 200, it will go up to 200 only. Okay. But if you click on this entire data set, it will go down, but by searching. So based, you can select base 200 because 200 is available for your above below base data is available. Because when you click on this based on 200 rows means it is directing your data type. Data type. See what is written here. Data type detection. Suppose this column is a numerical. This column is a numerical. Suppose up to 250 is numerical and after 250 is a text value. Then how much the data type is analyzed. So data type always analyzed by a based on 200 rows. Okay, and then
So
you can go your data after that in the data query, that's why I written na, that's why I tell you that you have to change the data type for every data and you have to check whether your
So it
data.
depends on the project, like what
Niti,
we are doing.
Niti,
Yeah.
actually, this is just a data preview. Just giving you the data preview. Like if you load the data, what kind of data it is, what kind of data type it is. It's just a data preview, nothing else. If you made any changes to the data, any of the column, it will affect to entire column, not the 200.
Okay.
It's
So
just a preview.
Yeah,
okay,
it
I
is
200
was
row
thinking
is
like
just a
if I
preview.
don't choose this, if I don't choose the entire row thing, then I might get not a complete information, not the complete data I'll get.
It won't affect
no, no,
if you
yeah,
select only 200 rows. It won't affect your data. It will load entire data. It's just a preview.
right, right. It's just a preview of the your first column. That in first column, suppose if your data type of first column has whole number, then it should be for complete column is a whole number, and then you can check into Power Query view the data type is correct or not. That's only. And if you select the entire data set, then only you can. Then also you can check.
Okay.
Okay, so both the things are same. Nothing is different. And
Okay.
just click OK. So here is also product subcategory. Go to this, choose column. So here also if I need to remove this all product subcategory is okay, and now these all are okay. Text value, sales territory. Just click on this OK and see here you have called in row 11, which is NA. NA means in your Excel this column will be NA. NA means nothing is value, not applicable. So you have to remove that row if you want. Remove. So here is the option of remove top rows, remove bottom rows, remove alternative rows as well as remove duplicates, remove blank rows and remove error. Suppose if you want to remove bottom row, just click on this and give the number that how many remove the rows. Suppose if you want to remove only one row, just okay, your one row will be removed from your bottom. If you want to remove the row from top, then you can also select remove top row and select the number of row. And if you want to select an alternative row, size 4, 7, 6, like this way, so you can tell the answer of this. Remove duplicate as well as, so this is complete option you have. Now go to this choose column again. Territory, alternative, region, country, group. This one is okay. Image you can hide. I don't want image. So now this is sales territory, text value and internet sales. So in this sales table you have lot of column, because you in this sales table this is your fact table, so you have lot of column. Okay, so just go to this one by one. Customer PO, tracking, freight, tax, sales, products, discount, unit price, extended order quantity, revision number, sales order, uh, territory, country, promotion, customer, ship date, due date. Okay, so this one is okay for your data. Now why this date table is not there? Okay, done. Okay, so now my all the files will be loaded into Power BI. And guys, one more example. Suppose in this example we have a date table. We have a date table. Suppose in any example, if we don't have any date table, then because date table is mandatory for your any function or any project, date table is very important. So I'm just showing you one. See, this is the date table code we have. Okay, so this is the manual date like this is the date table code, which is helpful for us to creating a date table for all the project, only giving a range. Okay, you can just select your range like start date and end date, and your date table will be ready. So this is just a parameter for your date table. Okay, and this date table will be helpful for you for any project. Like suppose if I click on see copy and go to this Power BI screen, right now we have date table. Suppose in any example, if we don't have any date table, so click on this new source, blank query. There is an option here, advanced editor. Under the home tab, you have an advanced editor. Click on this advanced editor and just paste it over here and then click on this done. And guys, please don't ask today that how this query will be written, because we have a separate session of this, that how to create this ultimate table, which is the last step. After all project, I will tell you is a complete date table, that how to maintain your complete ultimate calendar table, because calendar table is like 10 marks exam, 10 marks question from your DA100 exam. Interview question is mandatory from date table, and for every project date table is important. So now see, this is the parameter automatically written for your Power BI. And now you have to just give the range. Suppose if I click here 1/1/2010 to 31st 12 2020, and fiscal year starting 1 month, and if I click on just invoke, see my date table is ready automatically. In just one click, complete date table is ready. See, month and calendar, quarter, all the things will be ready. So if you using this date table, that one is also okay. If you are using this date table, that one is okay, also okay. But you have to make the relationship only from this date table or this date table. Anyone you can choose. Suppose if I click here and select this table into this, so we have total of 2 date table. Okay, so it is my knowledge that as per me, suppose if I using this date table or I am using this date table, but you can only use your only one date table, not for all other state table. Okay, and see, this is the range for 2010 to 2020 automatically. See, and same way, suppose if you want to any other date table, suppose 1/1/2020, okay, 31st 12 2050. Just start from one, just invoke your new date table ready into same table. So this is just a parameter for you. So you can just change this query as a date parameter. This will helpful for you for your every date table. Okay, suppose this date table I am preparing. So just uncheck enable load. Enable load means uncheck this point, means we don't need this table into my Power BI view. So that's why I check enable. Same way for this date table, if I need this date table, then okay. If you don't need, so I'm just hiding this date table. So this date table we don't need, and this date table we need. So I'm just selecting them. Dates table. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 total table. When I click on this close and apply, so my all the data will be there into my Power BI view, and only those columns which will be important for us. Now see, the complete your working is there. So complete working is there for your data wise. This is the customer table, and if you go to this data set, this is complete customer table. This is date table, geographical, product, product category, product subcategory, product sales, and product fact enter. This is your fact table. These all are the dim table, and this is fact table. Okay. Any other doubt, guys, till now? Because this is your first, second, and third step is done for your Power BI extraction of report. Okay, extract any report into Power BI, then make any changes or modification or query editor. Then third option is a load. Now we have fourth and fifth and sixth option. Fourth is relationship, fifth is DAX function, and sixth is visualization or reports, and seven is publish that report into Power BI service. That's 7 step we have into one Power BI report, and one by one we have complete our step one by one. And see, I am going to tell you na in earlier that how to add. Suppose this is the customer. This is the customer, and guys, see here you have first and last name. So there is another option is you can add new column here. You can add new column here. And you can just add those column only. Full name. And what is the full name? It's first name, where is the name? Name customer of first name plus name customer of last name. When you click on this, enter. Okay, full name is already have, so I am just writing here and full name 1. Oh, sorry. See, here also you can add the concatenate, not plus, concatenate. So there is a 2 option. Because this is the text value, and if you have a numerical value, then you can add plus or minus. See, here is also your name is automatically added. If you don't want to use in Power Query, you can add also here also. Okay, I'm just deleting because I don't need, so I'm just deleting. And guys, see, in our data we have full name, so why we need a first or last name? We also delete that column also. Because last name and first name we don't need, because we have already full name into our data. So like this, first name, last name, just you can just delete this column, and as well as it is automatically refresh. Now see, column is removed. This first column also you can delete. Like this. Okay, so now your relation, now our next step is, guys, relationship. And guys, relationship will cover on next class, relationship. And then we have to same some part of DEX function. And DEX, guys, we are covering into 2 parts. Like first is basic and second one is analyzing part, like sales part analyzing. Like this report I am going to show you. See, this is the complete sales report you have. Like this way, this is the summary part. This is the children part, like total of children you have, okay, in your data. Okay, product visualization, like territory wise analysis, some of the analyzing part like cumulative growth performance, like this. And last one is CRA, like customer retention analysis, like how many customer you have retention after some month or some values. So this is total part we have. We will cover all this, or except more than this we will cover. Not only for this, we will cover more than this for this project. And we will cover this into next class, it means tomorrow. Okay, so to tomorrow same time we have class at 7 p.m. I will share the link soon. And then guys, please prepare your report till the query editor. I will send the data to you all in WhatsApp as well as, and you can make watch the recording, and then you can prepare the data, and then we can connect tomorrow. Any other doubt, guys?